Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I wanted to share with you our activity mat for language arts. I told you I was going to share this video a long time ago. I already recorded the video for the math activity mat, and I'm going to link it down in the description box for you. So this is going to be about language arts and a couple of miscellaneous ones. The first one I have is this index cards, and I'm using them to create word families. I have a lot of them, so I won't be able to go through all of them, but I have few of them for each vowel. So I have all for the A, for the E, for the E, I. Okay, I guess I will be able to show you all of them. For the I. Alright, it's getting a little difficult now. The O, but not many. Alright, and then the U. And last but not least, a Y. So we use these with her movable alphabets. So I'll hand her a couple letters and then a couple of cards that will match the letters. And then she can create different words, and maybe she can write them down in her notebook or not, whatever, however you want to play this activity. This is a blank board for a game that you want to play. You know, you have a couple of places that you need to move back, or you move to spaces or whatever. In here you can write down little sight words or a couple of word families or ending sounds, and they have to think of a word before they move place. You can play this any way you want to. And then with the bingo blank board, the same concept. I usually use it for sight words, and then I call out the word, and then she'll find it, read it, and then put a little marble on top until she can create bingo. So these are all the math ones I already showed you in another video. Let me go all the way straight to the language arts one. Okay, so this is a look and spell activity. I created this one last year for my daughter. I will simply, I don't know, let me find a card. I have these cards that I made myself recycling workbooks, and I have a video where I show you that. I will place a picture here, and then she will have to simply look for the, let me find it. She'll have to look for the letters on her mobile alphabet and spell it out for me. So this was an easy one, right? You can use cards with words that would be harder, you know, like mouse or alligator. Or you can use little toys also. That will be even more fun, right? Over here I have a roll of sight words, and I showed this in a previous video, what's on my Montessori inspired shelf. Or actually I showed it in what's in my workbox. You write down the sight words that you're working on with your child with a dry erase marker, and then you roll a dice. And then whatever it lands, they have to read the word and check mark at the bottom, or add a little sticker or anything you want to. This is a read, build, and write word. And I'll simply write down the word for her, like table. This marker is awful. It's about to be thrown in the garbage can. So you build it. Again, you use the movable alphabet to build the word. And then over here, she has to write it. Practice writing it. She's not really using this one anymore because she can write it. We usually use this one for spelling, you know, that's what she's still working on, but not so much for writing and making up words, but you know, occasionally for something fun. This is a Cvc Word Activity. I made one little square for each vowel, and these ones are very easy because I just give her a couple letters like you just saw. So I will give her this, and then she has to scramble. These are scramble letters, and then she has to make the word using those letters like that. That's one way you can play. You can use the same concept and use movable alphabets over there. And that's one way you can play this CVC words game. Over here I have something similar but with bigger words. So what I will do for her, I can maybe give her some picture cards like I just showed you, maybe like 5 picture cards. Let me see if I can do this without taking too long, because I don't want to make this video very long. So I have a house. Let me see. I have a dog. This one's too long. And vest. Okay. So you can give her a couple of pictures like this, and then you can write down the letters for the pictures. So you only use the drops that you need to. Doesn't matter if they're empty ones. And then she has to say, okay, so which one of these pictures uses those letters for their name? So let's see. And then she has to figure it out, and then when she's ready, she'll write it down on the cloud over there. Again, you can use bigger words like house or any other word. Maybe you can use a list. If your child does any spelling curriculum, they have a list of words to spell, or even sight words. You can use that list and work on those words. Just scramble the letters for them, and then they put the word together on the top. Over here is like a book report. And in here you have the child reading a book, and then there are different things that they need to fill in for the information of the book. So they have to say how many characters there were. You can simply just have them write down the number, like 5 characters, or have them write down their name, like a dad, then Max, and then Susan, whatever. And then what level reader was it? It was a level 3. The setting was in the park, and then the house. The title was, whatever. They have to fill in, and then what was the problem, then what was the solution, and then have them draw a picture. With this one, I'm thinking about making it a printable, and then whenever we need to make a book report, I'll have her write it down, and then we can store it in her notebook. So that's another idea for that. This one is Adult Sight Words List 3, and it's a game. They start here and they have to finish over there. So you just roll a dice, and then you have them move whatever spaces the dice said while reading the words. This is a printable. This is Color Wheel Craze. You sort primary and secondary colors, and you can use those little cubes, or you can also use pom-poms if you want. It's kind of like a math, actually. And this is sorting warm and cool colors, or neither. This is something that I showed in my last video of what's in my Montessori inspired shelf. A short vowel sort, and then on the other side, long vowel sort. So I will hand her a couple of cards, and then she have to sort the words where they go. So this will be a mug. She'll write down mug there. For rat, she'll put it here and write down the words rat, and so on and so forth. Or they can think of the words on their own. This is a science one. I made these little cards, and I'm using real pictures because I really like real pictures whenever I have the opportunity. And then she have to place them for the animal life cycle. So she have to read it and then place it where they go, So she'll work like this. Where is it? And then I made another template on the back without the little square. So she has to place them you know, in order, you know, just by looking at the pictures. These habitats mats, I made them last year so she can sort different habitats for different animals, and we're still using it this year, especially for zoology. She also likes to play with these. We can just make math problems with little fish, and instead of just putting them on the table, we'll put them on this little mat. So we use this for that, for many things. You have different habitats. These ones sorting day and nighttime animals. And then these ones are really easy for these pattern blocks. But I came up with an idea of how to use these because it's very easy just to put the pieces on it. So I will write down a sight word, you know, any sight word. And then you have to cover it, you know. So you have to cover it with the pieces, and you have to read it as she's covering it. So that's another way you can use this little, because I have a lot of them. And then last but not least, I have this, it's just like a little poster of the New Testament and the Old Testament. And then over here, I have this for the fruit of the Spirit. It's a little activity I put together for her. I saw it online. So these are little Velcro pieces of the orange. And then what make up the fruits are different parts. So she have to remove these, or I'll remove these for her, and then she has to read them and then put them together. And then on the back it says fruit of the Spirit, and these are all the pieces of the fruit of the Spirit. And that's another activity of a Bible prophecy that she learned a few months ago about Daniel. So I believe that's it. Oh, this is for computer, like the pieces of the computer, and then the little, it's like a guessing game. So I'll read this to her. Like it says, click, click, I'm the part of the computer that helps you select, move, and open objects on the screen, blah, blah, blah. I'm called the mouse, and then she has to find it and give it to me. Or she has to match them, you know, I can read it to her and then she'll match it with the little piece that goes with it. All right, guys, so this is set for all of the activity mats. I hope